Not only one but two news from the DC Extended Universe dominated this week's headlines. On one hand, it was announced that there will be a second part of Aquaman with Jason Momoa. On the other hand, fans can expect a horror spin-off called The Trench. Whether James Wan will return as producer for both movies is still uncertain, but due to the success of Aquaman, highly likely. More interesting is the question what Aquaman 2 will be all about. That Jason Momoa and Amber Heard will return is considered certain. And also the fact that villain Black Manta will play a role again was already teased in the credits of the first part. Through the horror spin-off The Trench we know even less information, except that the title-giving creatures of the first part will play a larger role this time. According to a couple of sources, Aquaman and Mera will also have to deal with a completely new beast of the DC universe. There's no information on the production and cinema launch date yet, however we'll keep you up to date as usual. Only last month, the return of the cult series Breaking Bad, including the original cast of Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul in the form of a feature film, was announced. Originally, the series was produced by US broadcaster AMC and later released on Netflix. However, in the upcoming movie it will be the other way around. This would have an advantage especially for non-American fans. While the series was first broadcasted on US television and then made available to everyone on Netflix, Netflix's own production would be immediately available to all fans worldwide after its release. An official statement that Netflix has secured these rights is still missing, but the usually very well-informed Hollywood Reporter is pretty sure. As reported, Breaking Bad creator Vince Gilligan will take over the directing part. His lead actor Bryan Cranston said the following about the film: "We have a great story that will end the storylines that have been left unfinished." An official release date is not yet known, but you will surely hear more about Breaking Bad. Many fans of the Terminator series have counted on a Super Bowl trailer for the reboot and were deeply disappointed. Instead, James Cameron announced the title and some interesting details this week. The Terminator reboot will be called Dark Fate and Arnold Schwarzenegger will play a role as well. According to Cameron, Schwarzenegger is supposed to return and be really evil. So we will experience a completely new Terminator that we haven't seen before. By the way, the film is supposed to tie in directly with Terminator 2 from 1991, and Linda Hamilton in her iconic role as Sarah Connor will also be part of it again. In addition, it was revealed that the film will be set in Mexico. Of course, we still hope for a trailer and we probably can expect it soon. After all, the release date is already set for November 1st, 2019. An exciting crossover animated film is about to happen. According to Sci-Fi Wire, the official title is supposed to be Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the published picture indicates that the popular comic characters will not fight against each other but side by side against one or more villains. The inspiration is a 2015 published comic template, in which the Ninja Turtles suddenly end up in Gotham City through a dimensional portal and fight alongside Batman against Joker and co. Whether the filming will be based on the comic template one-to-one is not sure yet. However, at least the dubbing actors are highly presentable. Troy Baker, known from the video game The Last of Us, will play both Batman and Joker. In addition, the Penguin will be spoken by the voice of the American SpongeBob. When and where Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will be released is unfortunately not known so far. It could be over soon with Friends, Riverdale and The Big Bang Theory on Netflix. At least some fans suspect this after a lot of Disney content was removed by Netflix bit by bit due to a planned Disney-owned streaming service called Disney+. In addition, Warner Bros. Is planning its own streaming service, as Warner giant Kevin Reilly recently announced. According to him, sharing content is not a good model. Unfortunately, there is hardly any chance to extend the contract, because sooner or later the Warner content will no longer be licensed on external platforms like Amazon Prime or Netflix, but will be offered exclusively on Warner's streaming portal. Plenty of indications suggest that Captain America will probably have no future in the Marvel Universe after Avengers Endgame, since actor Chris Evans is already working on a new franchise, a science fiction movie called Infinite, as the two reliable sources Variety and Deadline report. Infinite is supposed to be the adaptation of a book by D. Eric Makrantz and revolves around a secret society whose members are all aware of their previous lives. So does Chris Evans, whose character wants to become a member of this conspired community. Deadline also means to know that Paramount is already working behind the scenes on sequels if the first part achieves the expected success. And exactly this new franchise supports the suspicions that Chris Evans won't be back on camera as Captain America after Avengers Endgame. So if everything works out according to the plan, Infinite will be in the cinemas by mid-2020, although there is no official release date yet.